And I give the floor to Geneva International Center for Justice. You have the floor.
It is notable that during this inspirational forum, an emergency special session on the human rights situation in Iran was called just next door. The analogy is perfect for our discussions, as the current crisis in Iran shows what happens when state bodies, such as law enforcement, fail to understand and respect vital rights such as the freedom of expression and assembly. But for all of the focus on countries of concern, such as those mentioned by speakers this morning, backsliding is a concern for every country. We see examples elsewhere in the world, unfortunately becoming more common, such as retrenchment or withdrawal from human rights treaties. And as an example, in the UK, where of the 109 COVID lockdown laws, only 8 were considered by Parliament before coming into force. It cannot be the case that governments can remove freedoms at the stroke of a pen. Democratic governments cannot constrain the lives and freedoms of people to assemble together without Parliament having its say. In our work, Geneva International Center for Justice also sees appalling treatment of migrants in Northern Europe who've been detained in poor conditions throughout the pandemic. And we have given urgent assistance to detainees in other countries who have fled ISIS and government-backed militias, but who are now threatened with refoulement to places where they will be tortured, detained, or executed for their beliefs. Again, this cannot be allowed to happen, even on an exceptional basis. Crises continue to happen with regularity, and the next crisis cannot be planned for, certainly not with precision. It's vital that human rights are strongly protected and reinforced today, tomorrow, and every day in the future. And elected members of Parliament in particular should never undermine the universality and indivisibility of human rights through their words or actions. For the panel, a question perhaps: how can we convey to countries who are often described as liberal democracies on the need to safeguard against backsliding and to prevent them avoiding parliamentary scrutiny on the basis of so-called emergency justifications? Thank you.